Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store. He has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
Taking it right down Broadway. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson. 79 yards. And the Eagles need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Jake Elliott
on for the extra point. Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Ravens nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside with 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
Jackson's pass.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They go play action with Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards.
First
down.
down.
My dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield that can hurt you.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, what a move. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown, so here it's much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more the observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
46-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Intended for
anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Second and 10.
Very good. No touch.
Up the middle with Barkley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Ball carrier.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Great. Set.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
A gutsy call.
And
turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Great. Set. No touch.
Play action. Here's Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Jahan
Well, they've been back on
Dotson.
the heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Great. Set. No touch.
Barkley inside handoff. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Great. No touch.
Here's again to Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz.
8.
It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
No touch. Set. No touch.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Jones on the stop.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
No touch.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's
Well,
now
it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the
1.
completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
No touch. Set.
They're going on fourth down. It hurts. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not.
It's a turnover on
the Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 9. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there.
Makes it 3rd
and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
Down at the 15-yard
only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 12 yards.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
180! 180! What is shot? Thirteen. Hey!
Now it's Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
A loss of 9 yards.
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
You report.
To throw is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Jackson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch.
Jackson's pass.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
A big gain on
the Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts
down.
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. And Jackson throwing once more. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's a gain of 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What ain't it? You ain't. No, we changed it. That's all.
Play action. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jahad Campbell.
Lamar Jackson.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Report. Middle.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it. Punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Get hot! Get hot! 180! Hey! Hey, Ozzy! Sit up!
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made in intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came to the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
A gain of 2.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Less than a yard.
It's hot! It's hot! All right! You ain't.
They'll run it again with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
No touch that! No touch!
They go play action with Hurts. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Hurts. He's got Smith here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 33 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Ravens 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous game, one-score game. First and 10 here. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Here's Jackson to throw. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 11.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
Complete.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
Now second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 24 yards.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth
down.
Jackson on fourth down. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
First and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
DC, ready?
Here's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. Throwing is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
To Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers,
Baltimore.
a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. Now some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 19-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. It's caught. Smith. He's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The play fake. Here's Hurts.
Complete. Smith has it.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as they get this up to the 32.
That's good.
What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's taken down inside the 30.
yards.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
First down.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Out routed, it's complete to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
Brings up second and 5.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Third and 5.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
First down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense.
15-yard line.
As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now Hurts going to move him around. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
10-yard line.
Here comes second down at 5.
Great, set. 180. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's a touchdown as they're broken or tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now.
Makes the score.
Elliott good with a PAT.
Ravens
and the lead is
14.
now 21-14.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
No, we changed. Oh. Thirteen. Sit up.
Now Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. First and 10.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Ravens first
Here's
down.
Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Sidney Brown on
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot. 180. Hey, middle. Hey. Sit hot.
Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage the comeback plans, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin the next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
16 yards.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building.